Hello guys, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, for this beautiful Sunday afternoon, I resumed back on the Spiffy Tiffy group build. And thus far, taken from the last video, I think it's video number 1. I think I only done one video of it outside the introduction of the kit. I went ahead and primed the whole substructure, and when I let the structure dry, I went ahead and airbrushed aluminum. Now there's been some talk about interior colors on this thing. Well, so far the ones I've seen on using reference photos look like they're all natural aluminum. It looks like a little bit of black wear and tear, like black wash on it or something like that. Some kind of a wear and tear on there on the aluminum. And the seat's all aluminum. And I saw a couple of them that had green. So choice is yours, guys. It's your model. You know, do what you want to do. They're both realistic colors which are used on aircraft in general, the English aircraft in general. And the same thing with American aircraft too. So later on, we used to use the zinc chromate green. We went ahead and went natural aluminum or dark interior green. But that's a whole different avenue right there, fellas. So anyway, choice is yours. You can have interior green, or you can have it natural aluminum. So I chose aluminum. So when aluminum was dried, guys, I went ahead and applied a couple coats of wash on it to bring out the highlights and give it the aging and the authenticity of aluminum, or anything in general. So I've got the seat belts on. Right now working on the engine. I have about 8 parts on the engine so far. Heck, the parts on this engine is about as much as what you find in any model kit you buy in the market today. I'm not kidding you guys. There's about 2 or 3 big old sprues full of engine parts to make this Napier engine right here working. And actually it's a model itself, so you got to treat this thing as a kit. Thus far on the engine itself, I went ahead and assembled up to the point as per instructions, so I can be able to glue it to the frame. And so therefore, right now it's all been primed, assembled and primed, and I'm gonna go back and paint it black after that. I'm gonna pick out some details and some washers and stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it. So really, very carefully, guys, before you paint this engine or anything like that, or even paint the superstructure itself, being the sub-assembly, is make sure that you test those fits, because it's a hard fit with that engine going inside the firewall, inside the sub-assembly of the interior details, you know, the longerons and the spars. So therefore it's good to make sure it fits good before you do any painting. So I test fit mine fits like gloves, so no problem there, and I'm quite relieved. So I want to go ahead and go onward. Alright, we're going to take a camera right here. We're going to take a look at it and show you how much Frankie Day's got done on this thing. Oh yeah, there's one thing that's tricky on this thing, guys, is the instrument panel. It's composed of 2 pieces. You have a clear acetate or clear plastic, wherever it is, that fits precisely behind the instrument panel itself, which is all gray plastic. And it glues right behind the firewall. Now, the installation of gluing it is not the problem. The problem is, guys, the kit gives you an option. And the instructions are real good instructions, but they're tricky. You just got to figure out their way of thinking when they designed this kit. Now, the kit gives you an option on the control on the instrument panel. And the first option is which it has no dial facings on the instrument dials, nothing but clear plastic. Now, like early AIRFIX kits, which they designed that feature from, is that they didn't have any dial facings on there, so you had to color the back end with a felt tip pencil, using orange or yellow or something to give it some kind of a highlight there, and it works quite well, and that's perspective. But AIRFIX jumped a notch because the technology prevails. On that big old huge colossal decal sheet they give you, I kid you not, that decal sheet, it's almost big as the box. And right down there in the very below part of the decal sheet is instrument dials. These are dial faces which fits on your instrument dial, the acetate part. Now, first thing you do, guys, on that acetate, whatever you do, don't take those decals and put them on there separately, then glue it on the facing of the instrument panel. You do that, you're gonna run into trouble. You're gonna pull those things off, you're gonna fish them out, you're gonna curse yourself and everything else. So the best way to do this, fellas, is make sure, just go ahead and join the back face of the instrument panel into the front face of the instrument panel. The paint saying, give it a wash, bring out the details in it, what you've got to do. And lastly, take you some micro set, take your X-Acto knife, cut out a strip on that decal, because they're all lined up single file, guys. They're not strewn all over the place as a one whole decal itself. They're individually, so they're single filed out. So just cut that little strip out the bottom of the decal sheet and take decals and put them on those facings when it's done, and give it a little touch of gloss, and you're ready to go. Okay, let's take a look at this something so let me get done on this, guys. And we'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, guys, right here I've got the thing all done here. It's all painted aluminum, and I gave it a good coat of wash. Now this coat of wash really works out real well on this thing, and it kind of brings out the details in it. And so I got the seat belts installed. Now there's an option, guys, on here in the instructions to give you. If you're going to install a pilot on this thing, discard the seat belts. Don't even go there with them. Leave the seat like it is. Now, there's a little thing that looks like a cushion. That's supposed to represent the parachute of the pilot. So the pilot sits on top of that, and that parachute is glued on the bottom of that seat. That's all you gotta do. No seat belts. So I went ahead and let the seat belts on. What I'm gonna do for the final feature, I'm gonna take the pilot, I'm gonna have him crawl inside the airplane as he was getting in. That way you can see the seat belts and you can see the pilot getting in. Now, like I said, again, I primed this whole thing. I gave it a coat of prime. After I primed it, I went ahead and gave it a coat of aluminum paint. Aluminum dried. I went ahead and gave it a wash and picked out some details here and there. That come out pretty good. And so when this thing was all done, picked out, I gave it a coat of flat matte paint to seal the wash on it. We can come over here and take a look at the instrument panel right here. And I've seen a lot of these instrument panels on Facebook, what the guys been doing. They do a very beautiful job. And you can see this man, how beautiful it is with all the, you can see all the dial facings on there and everything, beautiful. And the detail of this thing is exceptional. I mean, this kit is so superb, guys. I'm not kidding. If you can shrink down to 1/24 scale, I bet you can sit in this thing and you think you're in a real airplane. AIRFIX needs to be congratulated for presenting a beautiful airplane like this. I heard through the grapevine you don't make this kit no more. Just like the Victor. It's like anything nowadays, guys. They make so many of these things and they just discontinue it and they go on to somewhere or something else. Then they get a hunch, you get a bug and go on, and they want to go back and bring out the kit with different decals on it. Think you get a whole new kit, but you're not to get the same kit. Okay, guys, over here is the engines, the Napier engine here that the Typhoon used, also the Tempest used. And there's 8 parts to this engine. We'll zoom in a little bit more here so we can see a little better here, pop, guys. And right now, at this state of construction of this engine here, it's already been primed. So, I got some black Tamiya right here. I'm going to go ahead and mix with denatured alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and airbrush it with it. When it's done, I'm going to give it a coat of gloss. We'll let it gloss dry. Then I'll go back and dry brushing use some dry brushing techniques and washes. Bring this engine alive. Then I'll go ahead and take the engine itself and hook it up to the firewall. Now here's another word of caution, guys. Everything is so jammed in this thing. You got plumbing coming out the ears in this thing. It's best to test fit this engine here before you stick it in this here firewall. Right there, there's a key right there. It looks like a cross. Back here, on the supercharger back here, there's a cross. The key fits in there. Now, right here at the bottom here, you got two little square holes here. These glued to your engine mounts, which are down in here. I made sure I dry fit everything before I went ahead and assembled this motor and before I proceeded to painting on this here. It was all dry fitted before I painted the whole substrate. That way I know when this thing gets done, I just go ahead and glue it inside there without having a fuss and no muss. Okay guys, that's about as far as I got on this bad boy. Okay, that concludes video number 1. I'm going to probably do a little more. I'm going to go ahead and work on this engine some more. I want to get this engine all painted, get it all weathered, and get it all looking nice. I'm going to go ahead and assemble thing to the firewall, to the cockpit structure, sub-assembly, let it dry overnight. Then I'm thinking about going to my stash pile over there, pulling out a kit. I don't know what it's going to be, but a couple of them have been calling on me lately. And I don't know, I think I'll bring something out and I'll make a video of that, and I can add that to some more builds coming up, and something to break me down. I've been on these balsa airplanes so long, guys, I'm starting I'm getting burned out on them a little bit. Not that much getting burned out, I shouldn't say that, just more or less let them state for a while and get on something else, just break up monotony. And believe you me, I got a lot here. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and upload this video and call it a close for this evening. And I'm going to go to my stash pile behind me and kind of fish around a little bit, see what I can scare up. Next video is going to be the final reveal of my Great Lakes trainer. And she's about done almost. And once I get that video done on that, on the F3F, I don't know. That thing, there's a lot of work on that thing, and I've got a lot of stuff calling on me. And so I'm going to let that lay idle for a while until I make a decision about resuming that on. If I don't want to work on it, I just go ahead and box it up where it came out of and put it down in the basement and box it up and keep it out of harm's way for a while, and turn 2 on it when the time comes. So right now I got a lot of plastic here I got shaking, so I'll probably bring out something special and make a video of that. So anyway, I got to get on the Norski Love. I got to get her going. I kind of let her rest for a while, and I'm really behind on that real bad. So I know I got winter coming up, and I'll eventually get back on it. And she's up here right now peacefully over there in the corner, and I have to worry about it getting broken, and she looks at me once in a while and I look at her back, and I know I'll get back on it real soon, get Mr. Matthews' build going. And that's all I can think of. I've done a lot of cleaning around here, just took some inventory. I got stuff I haven't seen in years, guys. Oh Lord. Okay, this concludes video number 2 on the Spiffy Tiffy group build, 1/24 scale by the great manufacturer of the AIRFIX. And I'd like to thank everybody out there for your wonderful comments and your views and everything. And I'm very truly sorry to each one of you on there who's got started on it, who's miles ahead of me already. I'm just not getting back on it. It won't take long for me to catch up. And so I'll catch up. I've got more to do on it tomorrow. I got 3 days off, long period days off. Work on Tiffy. I should have that whole thing closed up in the fuselage and everything by then. So I got a lot of work to do, and so I'm gonna go out there and fish around and look and see if I can find a kid I can bring up. I can bring a lot of interest to you guys and myself too. Something that's different. Okay guys, this is concluded video number 2 on the Spiffy Tiffy group build. I'd like to thank everybody again, one more time again. And please make Mama happy and make yourself happy and enjoy this beautiful, gorgeous dog day, summer day of summer from the day of Sunday. And build on, and please subscribe. And God love you guys. Guys, take care of yourself, fellas. We'll catch you on the final reveal on the Great Lakes, and also introduction of the surprise kit that we'll be bringing up. Okay, guys. Bye, fellas. Take care of yourself, gentlemen.